Donney, are you at least 18 years of age?
What's up, y'all? Johnny B. What's up? What's going on,
Yeah,
man?
what pronouns do you, are you at least 18?
Definitely.
Or what pronouns do you go by?
He, him, his.
So my claim is that the Bible is BS, and my reason being is because it's full of contradictions, historical, scientific, and textual anachronisms, and it's filled with demonstrable lies as well.
I understand that. I can see why you would say that. I just know for a fact that it's like the enemy of the Bible would literally do anything to bring up evidence against it. I know that's also a fact too.
I mean, I'm not an enemy of the Bible. It's just
No,
that
I'm not
it's not.
saying you. I didn't say you. You're not the enemy of. I'm talking about um the evil one. You're not. I'm not saying that you're evil or anything like that. I'm talking
There
about the
is no
evil one.
there is no evil one, but it's
There is
demonstrable.
evil
It,
though.
it is demonstrable. It's demonstrable that these issues exist.
Well, listen, I mean that's your claim, right? But then again, at the same
I can show
time,
you.
the fact of the matter is that there's no evidence to prove what you're saying, and then there's no evidence for me to sit there and
Have you read
completely
Matthew before? Have you
help.
read Matthew and Luke?
Definitely.
So in Matthew 2, it makes a claim that Jesus was born during the reign of King Herod the Great. It says, in the time of King Herod, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, so it tells you that he was born during the reign of a King Herod. Which one? Well, if you keep reading, it tells you. It says, it says, when Herod died, an angel of the Lord suddenly appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, "Get up, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel, for those who were seeking the child's life are dead." Then Joseph got up, took the child and his mother, and went to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus was ruling over Judea in place of his father, Herod, so that tells you which Herod this is. This is Herod the Great. Herod the Great had a son named Archelaus. He had other children as well, but Herod Archelaus was one of his children, so we know which Herod this is. Do you know when King Herod the Great died? Donney?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Do you know when he died?
Um, like around what 1 BC, something. I don't know. I'm not entirely too sure.
King Herod the Great died around 4 BC, specifically in the spring.
4 BC, right? Okay.
The problem is that Matthew
What can you
2
say
says
something
something a
for?
little
Okay.
bit different. So when we go, sorry, not Matthew 2, Luke 2, sorry. Luke 2 says something a lot different, though. When we go to Luke 2, it says, let me get to it here. Luke 2, hold on, next page. My pages are a little stiff sometimes.
I mean, yeah,
It
you're
says,
pulling
in
up your
those,
proof. I understand. I said
yeah,
you're
it says,
pulling up your proof.
yeah, it says, in those days a decree went out from Emperor Augustus that all the world should be registered. This was the first registration and was taken while Quirinius was governor of Syria. All went to their own towns to be registered. Joseph also went from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea to the city of David called Bethlehem, because he was descended from the house and the family of David. He went to be registered with Mary, to whom he was engaged and who was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for her to deliver her child, and she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him in bands of cloth, and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn. So this makes the claim that Jesus was born during the reign of King. This makes the claim that Jesus was born during the census of Quirinius. Do you know when the census of Quirinius took place?
Um, the census of Quirinius. What was that? That's what I'm saying. Like,
The
because
census of
it could be. That's why Luke said what he said.
the census of Quirinius was in 6 CE, about 10 years after Herod the Great died. Do you see the problem?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be either a Greek text, difference in there. There's many different, reasons as to why that could possibly happen.
Yeah, because it's an anachronism. It's a mistake. It's a historical anachronism. The author of Luke was mistaken when he made the claim that Jesus was born during the census of Quirinius, because number one, it throws the whole timeline off. So yeah, but the author Matthew 2 makes the claim that Jesus was born during the reign of King Herod the Great, who died in 4 BCE. The author of Luke makes the claim that Jesus was born during the census of Quirinius. The census of Quirinius was in 6 CE, 10 years after
Yeah,
Herod
that's what I'm
died.
saying. Like the link between the two were there.
Yeah, so we found a historical
So
anachronism.
the census and King Herod, the link is there. The census that's where the link is.
Yeah, we just found a historical anachronism. Yep. Something that's not true. Can't be true. Both of them cannot be true. You can't be both born during one event and then again 10 years later.
Well, mind you, because they were looking to unalive him, right? So one is talking about when he was actually born, and then the other one's actually talking about when he's written as whatever.
No, they both say he was born during these times. Matthew 2 makes a claim that he was born during the reign of King Herod, Herod the Great. Luke 2 says he was born during the census of Quirinius. These are two different events, about 10 years apart. So we just found a historical anachronism, something in the Bible that isn't true. Both of these can't be true. Jesus can't be both born during the reign of King Herod the Great and the census of Quirinius. He can only be born during one or the other, and that's why most scholars choose to think that Luke 2 is actually wrong, because it throws the whole timeline off. Because suddenly, if Jesus died at 33, he can't be killed during Pontius Pilate's reign anymore, because
Right, and
Pilate
that's
was
what I'm
already
saying.
out.
Like the translations could be wrong as well.
No,
Right?
they're not actually. I
Yeah, the
actually know this
translation
very
could
well.
possibly be wrong.
No, not at all. The translation's just fine.
No, it's not always correctly there.
Do you speak
Right?
Greek?
Do you speak Hebrew?
I do speak some Hebrew.
We all speak some Hebrew. Then
Do you speak Greek?
do you speak Greek? I
No,
don't
no,
know.
but I know people who do, and they've assured me that there's no mistranslation here. They've even gone through it and showed me what the words actually mean. The word that's used here. So, for example, one of the things they claim, the apologists, is that prote, where it says the first census, is actually somehow the census before Quirinius. But no, there's no evidence of an earlier census, and the Greek grammar doesn't allow this to be used as before. It's the first census while Quirinius was governing Syria. Yeah, I know the
So
apologetics, and
does
many of
Luke's
the
kind of
apologetics.
does Luke also point to Herod
Yeah,
being
that's why there's
yeah.
an anachronism. Yeah, it's because he didn't know that King Herod the Great was already dead at this time. He didn't know that.
Oh, okay. So then that means that he didn't know that. So then he's just off.
There you go. And that, yeah, there's an anachronism. Yeah, I agree. There's a historical anachronism here. Yeah. So that this is into my claim, is that the Bible is BS because it contains significant historical, scientific, and textual anachronisms, contradictions, and straight up lies.
So, but you have never had any experience with anything dealing with the Bible, so you wouldn't know whether it's
I've read the
inaccurate or
entire
not.
thing twice.
Okay, but you know this to be a spiritual book, so you
It's
have never
not. I
had
know
a
you make that
spiritual
claim, but you won't be able to
experience
provide me any evidence for it. If I ask you what your evidence will be that spirits exist, you won't be able to provide me any.
because that's outside of your experience.
Yeah, your personal experience isn't going to mean anything to me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Darren. Yeah,
whatever.
Darren.
So the whatever it is that you're bringing up is what. That's what I'm literally saying.
Yeah, it's an
If
anachronism.
something
Yep.
is wrong, if
And you
there
haven't
is
been
an
able to.
if
You
there is
haven't been
something
able
that
to
could
refute it.
possibly be wrong there at
No,
all,
there isn't. I already
well,
know.
that has to
I already
be
told you there isn't. There's
that's
no
that's part
mistranslation.
of
No
yeah, that's part
mistranslation.
of
Nah. You don't. You're
the
not qualified to
enemy's
claim there's a
tactics.
mistranslation. Yeah, you're not qualified to make the claim that there's a mistranslation because you don't
You're not
speak Greek.
qualified to make the claim that
Tell you what, you go
there
learn
isn't.
Greek. You go learn Greek. There's a bunch of courses online. You can learn Koine Greek. You can go learn Koine Greek. Then you can come back and tell us whether you think it's mistranslated after you go learn Koine Greek.
No, but that's perfectly fine though, because I already know that if there is something that could possibly be wrong, it's been done on purpose.
I agree. The author Matthew wrote it on purpose, but he didn't mean to make this mistake.
Wait, so you're saying Luke or Matthew made the mistake? Who are you saying made the mistake?
I'm saying the author of Luke, we don't know if it's Luke. We have no reason to think that it's Luke, made a mistake.
Okay, so because of that, you're throwing away the whole.
Oh, this is just
You're
one.
throwing
Oh,
away.
this is just one out of
Okay.
many. Do you want to go over
So you're
Matthew
Muslim or
22
something
with
like
me?
that, right?
I have another one. Let's go over Matthew 22. I like
You're
this
Muslim.
one.
You're Muslim or something like that, right?
No, I'm an atheist.
Okay. So you're just completely out of the loop.
Say that again?
I say you're just completely out of it.
Smarter than you on this. I guarantee you, out of the two of us, the one who studied the most is going to be me, because you didn't even know this problem existed, but I did.
No, I mean you can know whatever problem exists. I'm just saying that you're out of it. I'm not saying that you're out of your
No,
mind.
I'm
I'm
not.
saying that you're
And
out.
you
You're
can you
out
can
of.
claim that all you want, but I just claim you're out of it. You're out of it because you're Christian. You're out of it.
Yeah, I'm out of whatever it is that you claim
You're out
is.
of your mind. Yeah.
Oh, so
Matthew
you're
40.
so you're
Matthew
actually saying
20.
I'm out of my mind. Oh, okay.
There we go. Matthew 22 says, now while this is 41 specifically, it says, now while the Pharisees were gathered together, Jesus asked them this question: what do you think of the Messiah? Whose son is he? Oh, well, he ran.